And that dollar is their God, and that is the God that they pray to.
Do they have an agenda where, hey, I don't want these family movies to happen? God's pretty much void in the, quote, Hollywood mainstream.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody, David here. Welcome to David Heavener TV. And to my right, I have a very special guest and friend, Mr. Joe Estevez.
I'm honored to be here, David. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Oh, you're welcome, Joe. Yeah. Okay, so let's get right to the point. You and I have made a lot of movies together, right?
Yes, we have.
And you've made a lot, I've made a lot. Here's my question. Have you seen God excel in Hollywood or decline over the years? I didn't tell you I was going to ask you that question, but seriously, I'm talking about God in Hollywood. First of all, is God in Hollywood at all?
Oh, sure. I mean, in the essence, God is everywhere. But I think, yes, that there are more faith-based films being made in Hollywood, I think, than ever before. I think that people are realizing that there is you remember it used to be the silent majority, know, that there is an incredible amount of people that want these movies. And the studios aren't listening to them, but they're being made and they're being watched and they're being funded.
Okay, let me back up and re-deliver that question.
Okay,
let's talk about the Hollywood of the stars, the studio films.
Oh, forget that. Yeah.
Okay. So the answer is no. There's no God there, right?
No.
Okay.
There's only the bottom line and the dollar.
Well, that's their God.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So it's God's pretty much void in the, quote, Hollywood mainstream.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's go to what you were talking about, which is the indie films, these faith-based films.
Yeah.
Why do you suppose they're on the rise? Why do you suppose more people are making them? And obviously there must be more people wanting to watch them. Why?
Yeah. I think because people have a hunger in their soul, and society isn't feeding that hunger, that they long for truth, they long for peace in their heart, they long for, they seek happiness, but what they really want is joy.
Okay.
And I think that's why.
Okay. Yeah. And so why aren't the studios making these? To my knowledge, they're not. It's just the indies. I mean, if they're making money, why do you think mainstream Hollywood's not jumping on the bandwagon?
Well, David, they're always late to the table. They want a proven winner first before. And there have been a couple of very successful faith-based movies, positive films that have made a good profit, and it's kind of got the studio's attention. But these movies out there that are just absolute money makers. How many Star Wars can you make? And every one of them is going to make money, no matter how good or bad it is. So they're very reluctant to leave that on the table and go to something else when they've got, if it's not broke, why try to fix it?
Could it be, Joe, that they don't want people to have godly principles? That maybe, you're faith-based. You understand there's evil and good, right? That the evil that would be in Hollywood, as we talked about, would that evil not want the good to come in? Do they have an agenda where, hey, I don't want these family movies to happen? I want the kids to keep watching this violence and the sex and everything. Do you think maybe they have an agenda? Hollywood doesn't want anything good to come in?
I don't think, like what you expressed, what you verbalized, I don't think they have that on the frontal lobe of their mind, that I want to corrupt these children.
Okay.
But I think what they do have on their mind is the bottom line, the dollar. And that dollar is their God, and that is the God that they pray to. Do they want to corrupt their own children? No. Yeah. No. But do they want to live with all the money they can never spend in 10 lifetimes? Yes, because that's become the God. And it's not even what they can buy with that money anymore. Money for the sake of making money.
Yeah.
Is their God.
Yeah, the money is their God. You said it. When we come back, I want to ask Joe Estevez. Joe, I want to ask you, if you were a parent with a young girl today who wanted to be an actress, would you allow her to go to Hollywood and be in the business? Don't answer me. When we come right back, we're with Joe Estevez. Stay with us.
All right. Okay. Yeah.